Hey, Chris Spiker here.
I'm Mayor Goldstein. We are here with Gia Nessel from Westside Auto Body.
Hey, welcome, Gia.
Hi. Thank you.
Thanks for coming on the show, and thanks to the folks at Westside Auto Body for being members of the Lancaster Chamber.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, Westside Body and Paint has been members for several years now, and it's a pleasure being back here on the radio show with you guys. Thanks for having me today.
And you've been at Westside for...
Just a year now. I'm actually about to celebrate my year anniversary with them.
Well, that's
so,
what we're doing.
yes.
We're celebrating your year anniversary.
Absolutely. Yep, on the 17th of this month. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what's
it's
your
been a
title
great
there?
year. I don't know that I have a title. I really don't know. I kind of do a lot of different things around there. So I
You
don't
do
know that
promotion.
I have Work out in the community a lot, work in the office, do accounting, that kind of stuff, but also work a lot with the public and the community. So a lot of different things.
Somebody over at Westside said, we need some help. But, you know, they've been around for a while.
40 years. 40 years, family owned and operated, so still the same family.
And they're busy.
Next generation, we stay busy. Such a blessing. It's such a blessing.
How does... dumb question, but how do they stay so busy?
You know, I think it's the way that they treat their customers. They treat whether it's their employees or their customers, they treat everyone so well. There's never really a no. If they can say yes, it's always yes. It's a way to make anything easier on the customer. It's not a fun situation to be in a car accident, you know, but when they walk in the office, they know that they get all smiles, they're taken care of. Anything we can do to make it easier from start to finish, they do that, and they can count on that every time consistently, so.
My favorite story was I just went in there with a question. Could I get these wheels cleaned?
Yeah.
And the guy grabbed my car. It was like 5 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And he said, let me wash your car.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
And we get a lot of that, people maybe that come in and, you know, the headlights, they get really foggy. And they're just asking a question like, how can I possibly clean these so I can see out my headlights? And of course, let me take the car around for you. And they want to wash the headlights for them. And that's the kind of, you know, added touch that they're able to do. And just as a courtesy for a customer. And yeah, comes back tenfold.
So Westside does other things besides, I knocked my fender off.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to be you knocked your fender off. It could be a little shopping cart dent, that kind of stuff. We don't really do full, complete paint repair, paint. We would recommend someplace else for that. We don't do just paint jobs, but we do a lot of different things, you know, whether it's from small to large. And if there's somebody that can do something better for you, then we're going to recommend you to that place as well. We're not, you know, above doing that either. If there's someone, it's just a small dent, they have paintless dent remover nowadays, and that might be better, you know, from someone that does paintless dent removal. So.
Oh, this is good. So you realize, or you focus, that you don't have to do everything.
Correct.
But you do have a village that you can refer to.
Correct. And we have such a good community. There's so many people out there. There's plenty of room for everyone. So yeah, if someone can do that, they can do it less expensively, or it's a better fit for them, we're definitely going to recommend that to them and give them a great referral.
Now you're on M2.
Yep.
Right next to the brand new LA County Library.
Yeah, right after the beautiful Quartz Hill Library there, right across from Quartz Hill Elementary. So kind of right in the heart of Quartz Hill.
Has the library helped you?
I think so. We get a lot of traffic, especially with the elementary school there as well. There's a little after school program there for the kids at the library. So I think that, you know, people that didn't know that we were on that dirt road that kind of, you know, surpassed, you know, the street, now they know that there's something else beyond there. So yeah, I'd say probably a little bit for sure.
And they're driving slow for the school, so they have a little time to look around. They go, hey!
We happen to have a big Westside Body and Paint sign, yeah.
People just wander in. They said, I was driving by and I saw the Westside.
Yeah, there is. And what do you guys do over here? And, you know, they see paint. So a lot of people think, do we restore cars? Like, that's a good question. Do we do restorations on older cars? And we don't. You know, but a lot of people, once they see paint, they focus on that and they think that. So yeah, we get a lot of people that stop in just to ask a couple of questions, and it's always a nice opportunity.
Restorations are a whole different deal.
Plus,
it's going to be sitting in your shop for months.
Yeah.
And what's your turnaround time?
You know, it varies. The quicker we can get it out, the better. But so it depends on if it's a little bumper job or if it requires a little bit more paint. So it could be in and out in one day if it's sometimes just putting on a new bumper and it comes already painted. You know, we can pre-order the parts for you and we can maybe do it while you wait. Sometimes it's 3-4 days. Sometimes there's a lot bigger hit where it's, you know, a more expensive vehicle or a very large truck or something, and it can take, you know, a few weeks definitely with something that's more severe.
Babies.
Yeah.
So
we want to get it back in pre-accident condition, you know?
Some counseling goes on, some loving psychology, right?
Absolutely. They want to know how their babies are and how they're doing in the shop. You realize it's a big purchase. So people, you know, they care about their cars, and as convenient as a rental is, everybody wants to get back in their own vehicle, you know? So yeah, we make sure that they're updated along in the process.
I wonder, just a off the wall question, but how many people do the damage themselves versus they get hit by somebody? Don't tell me 50-50.
I'd say quite a bit is the damage themselves. You know, we're right near Quartz Hill High School, and we hear a lot of, I don't know anyone that's parked at Quartz Hill High School, but the parking cones, or what, I don't know what you would call them,
Ballards.
pillars. Yeah, a lot of people run into that. A lot of people maybe run into their garage doors if they're backing out, you know, those kind of
Talking
things.
about my wife, you gotta stop that.
We don't tell. We can't
Oh.
give specifics.
Okay. But a lot of cars have yellow paint on them.
Yes,
Is what you're gonna tell me.
absolutely.
Dang.
Absolutely. There's quite a bit of that. Yeah. So it happens. As we say, it's an accident. It happens, right?
Right.
So,
That's what I think. Go slow, look around.
yeah.
Don't trust that camera.
Yeah. Yeah. No, don't trust the camera. I don't even use that camera in my car. I don't trust it at all.
Yeah. I think that makes people get lazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta
Or they're
learn.
used to hearing the beeping of the sensor, and you know the sensor goes off at all the wrong times, but then the one time you need the sensor to go off, they ran into something and don't know how it happened.
We are doomed, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
If something's going to happen.
Things that
gonna
make it
happen.
easier.
But it's nice to have professionals around that,
Yeah.
that help us out a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have a great bunch of professionals. You know, they're always staying up to date in the new procedures, whether it's working on aluminum or different certifications. So they also want to stay ahead of the game in that as well, because it is 2018. We're entering 2019. Cars are changing, parts are changing, electronics are changing, those kind of things. So they always make sure to stay up to date in that as well.
Boy, it's an expensive world, so you need to
Yeah.
do it right the first time.
Absolutely. And it's safety too, right? You want to make sure not only is it in pre-accident condition in looks, but it's just as safe as it was before the accident happened.
Just because looking good isn't,
Yeah.
isn't all there is about
Absolutely. Absolutely.
a car. Cars, trucks.
Yep, cars, trucks, some, you know, utility vehicles as far as like work vehicles, vans. We even do RVs, we do motorhomes, that kind of thing as well. We don't do motorcycles, that's something we don't do, but we do RVs as well, and that's something really nice that a lot of local body shops don't necessarily do. So that's one feature, that's a definite bonus for Westside Body and Paint, because that's a little bit harder to have the room to do an
Yeah.
RV or motorhome, and we do a lot of that as well.
Most of the work is done indoors. Because when you said RV, I'm thinking, okay, needs a big door for a bay there.
They have the overhangs and stuff to protect it, yeah, and then there is, you know, we do have a place where it has the big enclosure for them to do that, yeah.
I was there for your event mixer or,
Probably our 40th anniversary party, I'm
Anniversary.
thinking, yeah.
yeah,
We've had a busy year, we've had a lot of fun things going on.
had the tour.
Yeah.
Huge,
Yeah.
huge operation.
And it's grown and grown. You know, it's neat to know the family and speak to them of how it's grown from, you know, the grandfather to the father to the kids, and, you know, what the lot looked like back in the day and how many cars were on it now to what we see nowadays. It's a true testament to the family.
So if I wanted to get a really good price on something I was working, would I send my 92-year-old mother in because you'd feel sorry for her and give her a better price? Or?
We would take the best care of her as if she was our own mother that was 92 years old. That's what I would say. Absolutely. We want to make sure it's affordable for everybody. Not everybody uses insurance, to be honest with you. That's another thing. A lot of people do choose to pay out of pocket, and maybe they don't want it to count against their insurance, or they have a high deductible. So, you know, we want to help customers out as well and make it affordable for them as well.
So this isn't like medical where they're obligated to make a report.
Right. No.
You can do
You
something
can-
to your car and you can just say, hey, you know,
That's right.
I'm going to do this myself.
That's right. And a lot of people don't know that. And a lot of people don't know that you can even call your insurance company and ask those questions. They get scared that even if they call, it's a ding against them, that
Yeah.
somehow they're recording the conversation and, you know, notating that Mrs. Smith, you know, got in a car accident. But you do have that option to place a claim or not place the claim depending on how expensive it is. That's your option to do so.
Yeah, and you can choose to go to any body shop that you want to.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. You know, specific insurance companies work with specific body shops, and sometimes you can go and get your estimate where they ask you to get the estimate, but you still have the right as a consumer to pick any body shop of choice.
Right.
Yeah.
That's called getting a second opinion.
Absolutely.
Or get three
Yeah.
estimates.
Yeah.
It seems like a horrible waste of time, but there's probably some good ideas.
Yeah, you want to go someplace you feel comfortable. I think that's in anything. And even if you're getting automotive repair, you know, I feel the same way. You want to feel comfortable. You know, I don't know everything about my car, nor do I know how to, you know, to do body work on my car. So when you don't know something and you're not familiar, you definitely want to go someplace you trust that makes you feel comfortable and that you're in good hands.
Yeah. So a young lady is not going to feel helpless coming into Westside.
Absolutely not. No, they would make sure that she felt very comfortable, young, old. I tell teenagers all the time when they come in, it's their very first accident, you know, there's 55-year-olds and it's their very first accident. Don't feel bad, you know what I mean? Because they think, I don't know how to do this. We're there to help you through it and make it easier for you.
I like the UPS of the bus drivers that have put 1 million miles on a huge vehicle and not a scratch on it.
Right?
How do they do that?
Yeah. Luck.
Yeah. They must go home at night with the rubbing compound.
Yeah.
No, it's not a scratch.
That's true. Or maybe they're not on the freeways very much because, you know, our freeways and the people that commute, those can be tough as well.
I wonder how long Westside has been a chamber member. Probably a long time.
Yeah, quite a long time. I don't even have an amount of years, but Lancaster Chamber of Commerce, for a very long time, they've been quite involved. I mean, go back to, you know, Maureen Neese and the family. You know, they are not in the day-to-day operations, but they were part of the chamber. You know, she graduated high school out here. I mean, this goes back. You know,
Wow.
it goes back many years. So the heart's definitely in the community and the chamber.
Well, they realize the importance of the chamber of commerce.
Absolutely.
And they're not even in Lancaster. That's actually Quartz Hill, isn't it?
Correct. Yeah, which is its own little thing. That's true. Quartz Hill is definitely its own little town. But yeah, Lancaster Chamber. And I don't know versus Lancaster Chamber of Commerce how long other chambers have been around, but I know that Lancaster, you know, larger, and they've been with them for a lot of years.
Business always has banded together for support and encouragement.
Absolutely.
Contact information for Westside?
Yeah, we have our website, of course, Westside Body and Paint, and then also our phone number, 661-943-3639. We work as a team, so any one of us can help you, and you can always stop by and ask a question. Like I said, we're right by the Quartz Hill Library and across the street from Quartz Hill Elementary.
And ask for Gia when you come in. Gia Nessel,
And I would love to say hi.
Westside Auto Body and Paint. Thank you for being a chamber member. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you so much, Chris.
You bet. Hey, Chris Spiker here.
I'm Aaron Goldstein. We are back with Gia Nessel from Westside Auto Body.
Welcome.
Hi.
Glad to have you on the show.
Thanks so much for having me. Happy to be here.
Westside Auto Body and Paint. Did I get that right?
Westside Body,
Body
and
and
Paint. It's okay though.
Why do I say? Yeah.
It's all right.
Well, the important thing is we need to know where it is.
Yes, we are located in the heart of Quartz Hill. So we are off of M2 and 50th Street West, right behind the Quartz Hill Library, across the street from Quartz Hill Elementary.
And it's possible they've been in that location for most of the 40 years they've been in the Antelope Valley.
The whole time, yep, absolutely. Absolutely, 40 years. 40 years of being in the same location, same family.
And today I wanted to talk a little bit with you about community events, community participation with
Yeah.
Westside Body and Paint.
Yeah.
What you're doing.
Yeah, we've had an exciting year. We really wanted to focus on, you know, some different things and giving back to the community. You know, the community has been so great to us. It goes without saying, belonging to the chambers and being intermixed and working with our business partners. But we really wanted to give back to some different groups.
Well, make no mistake that when a business says they want to give back, they've been given great service and great products
Yes.
and great value
Yes.
for 40 years.
Absolutely, and that's true. We
So,
have been doing that.
They could
and
stop right there.
That is true. You make
Yeah.
a good point.
Yeah.
That is true. But we wanted to go a little bit above and beyond. Something really big we did this year was working with Vets for Veterans, and we worked with AAA to refurbish a car and donate it to one of our local veterans.
That's right.
So that was pretty awesome. I mean, that was a really, really awesome. We had it over at Bravery Brewing. It was a big ceremony, and AAA, we also collected extra funds to provide 6 months of auto insurance. You know, for someone getting back on their feet and needing a car, it was a really awesome thing to be a part of.
Great idea.
Yeah, it was fun.
Was
It
that
a
your
lot of
idea?
fun. No, I can't take
Man.
credit for that. That would be Mike Neese. That was his wonderful idea, and they put a lot of love, you know, sweat and tears into that car and fixing it up and using their gifts, as you spoke of, but then to donate it to somebody was really cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that was it. That's the only thing you did all year.
Nope, that was one of them.
Oh.
That was veterans. That was, we wanted to do something working with the veterans, and we continue to work with Vets for Veterans.
Right.
They're such an awesome organization out here.
We got to thank them every day.
I love them.
Yeah.
They're very close to my heart. Yeah, absolutely. And let's see, what else do we do? During the fair time, anyone that lives out here know how exciting the AV fair is. So we wanted to just kind of get out in the community. We passed out some free t-shirts. Who doesn't love a free t-shirt?
Yeah, Aaron does.
Right?
Yeah, look at it.
Then we went one step further and
He's
said,
an extra large, by the way.
I'll keep it in mind. I had Christmas ones. We just had Christmas ones made. I should have brought one.
Right.
I should have brought one. We went one step further, and if we saw you wearing one at the Antelope Valley Fair, we bought you dinner that night. That made a lot of kids, a lot of teenagers got a dinner that night. Fun people.
When's the fair again?
Right?
It's in August.
So it's not always something super serious. I mean,
Right.
it was just a fun way to,
Yeah.
here's dinner on us. Enjoy a dinner at the fair. Who doesn't
Unexpected.
love fair food?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then, let's see, in October, I told you, I was explaining that, we're right next to the Courtail Library. With the Courtail Elementary School there, they have a little after-school program for the kids. So we thought, let's do something for the kids. Let's give back to just the kids. So we have a beautiful courtyard in front, and we opened it up, and we decorated it, and we had popcorn and crafts and candy and games, and just invited all the kids. We, let people know.
Right next door.
Yeah, the kids next door, the kids in the community. We did put information on Facebook and stuff like that.
What
So
a great idea.
whoever wanted to come, it was just a free, fun little event. We did it at 3:00, so it was after school.
That was your idea.
That was fun. I can't take credit for that either. That would be my daughter who thought of that one, actually. But yeah, so it was really fun. So we've been just doing a lot of different things. And then as Thanksgiving, as we got into fall, and as everyone starts thinking of the season of giving, even though it should be all year long, we wanted to think of, something else that we could do that was different, that we hadn't done through the years. So we partnered up with Mom's House, and we adopted some senior citizens, and we did a canned food drive. And I mean, we can't take the credit. That's our community. When we put the canned food drive out there, and we fill 4 huge storage bins of non-perishable foods and canned items, that's the community. Those are our community members coming in and donating these items, and it was really awesome to be a part of that.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's been a great year. We look forward to see what we can do next year and what fun new ideas, because yes, you're right. We can offer service, and we do that, and we have a great legacy, and people count on that. But it's so nice to do fun things for the kids. Fun to plan. It's fun to do, and it just, it feels great for everyone involved.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you guys are the rainmakers.
Something like that.
Just make it rain.
Something like that. We're having fun. Right now we have a little coloring contest going on. Just try to keep it. I know it's a body shop and that doesn't seem like kids, but kids grow up. Who doesn't love a coloring contest? And we got a fun little, gift basket for, one little lucky elf. as
Aaron
we should
wants
say.
to know what's the age limit.
10 and under, Aaron.
Oh.
10 and under. But next time I'll let you know about our creepy courtyard. There's no limit on that. So if you want to come trick or treat, do some crafts, you're more than welcome. It was yummy, fresh popcorn. It was a big hit.
T-shirts.
T-shirts.
You never
I
know.
clearly owe Aaron a t-shirt.
If G is involved, there's going to be T-shirts.
yeah.
How long have you been in the Antelope Valley?
I have been in the Antelope Valley since 1989. 1989, yeah. So that's long enough to know some of the people around here and, have a good, pretty firm, I don't think I'm old, but when you think back to 1989, then you think that's quite a long time,
Yeah.
seeing graduating out here, and now my daughter goes to high school and she's going to graduate out here, and, very well what it's like when you go to the Antelope Valley Fair, how many people you run into that you realize how long, how many generations and how many friends
You
and
sit
family are
in
out
one
here.
place,
Yeah.
everybody will walk right by.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely, every year.
So you're a local.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
This is a nice place because we all came from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Everybody comes here to build airplanes or test airplanes.
Right.
And so there's not this thing like, well, you're not from here. So,
Right. Yeah.
Everybody's a local,
That's right.
whether
That's
they
right.
want to be or not.
That's right. We adopt you. We take you in. That's right. That's exactly true. And it feels that way.
Now, do you go to the Chamber of Commerce lunches?
I do. I absolutely do. Go to the lunches. I go to the breakfast for the most part. I know they had an amazing holiday mixer this month. I wasn't able to make that, but I've been in the years
can't go to
past.
everything.
No, can't go, but I try.
So what's your philosophy when you go to a chamber lunch?
Mhm.
What am I doing here today? What's your mindset?
My mindset, I love reconnecting with the old friends, the regulars, the people you see all the time. Of course, it really feels like family. It's not business. It's just not business. It's not even just friends. These people, you see them, especially if you give, I believe that it has to do with consistency with the chamber. So when you start attending a lot of things, you see the same people, but you also notice when someone's new. And that's what I like the most, when I can reach out to someone new and say, hi, is this your first time here? Introduce myself, learn more about them. I mean, we've made amazing contacts through when we do these events that we can reach out to. Mom's House, we learn from the chamber. chamber. Each one of these, I mean, you know what I mean, had something to do with the chamber that we were able to reach out to somebody as a
A
vendor.
connection.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they met Gia and boom.
Yeah. Yeah,
The
and
rest
I
is-
got to meet them, and then I can, reach out to them when we need something, and it works out wonderfully. Chris Spiker, a baby florist, for
There you
instance.
go. Yeah. And our connection is an old veteran.
Absolutely.
An Army veteran.
Yeah,
My-
a wonderful man.
My favorite Army guy. And he
Yes.
got us together.
Yeah, absolutely. And I got my first plant that I didn't actually send to its demise. Yeah, and
It's
we've
a,
been coming back.
A pothos. Marbled pothos. And
It lived.
It's made the world a better place, too.
Yes,
Plants have a purpose.
absolutely. Yep.
They,
Yeah.
were protecting a crazy point on your desk.
Yes, it was.
That was gonna hurt
I
somebody.
forgot about that. Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I saw.
It wasn't just to be.
And
You're right. It had a purpose.
Your hip was closer to it.
Yeah.
It would have hurt my kneecap.
Yeah, but you're right. It was my hip. That's true. It's exactly what it was.
Plants in an office, so important just to let one person water it.
Yes.
If everybody tries to love it, they're gonna kill it with kindness.
I've learned that was my problem is I was always overwatering a plant. I've
Stop
learned
that.
there's way less you can do, way less harm in underwatering
Right.
than if you overwater. So I'm
Yeah.
doing really good. I have 2 more plants at home that I'm actually keeping alive so far. So
They will
so
tell
far,
you
so
when
good.
they're thirsty. Or just every Monday.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good idea.
Or give them an ice cube every once in a while.
Yeah, there you go.
With
There you
nothing
go.
else in it. So, where's your favorite place to buy flowers?
AV Forest,
Oh,
for
that's
sure.
great.
No, you've made some beautiful arrangements for us. So a lot of different things that we've done where we want a special theme or we have something special in mind. We did something with the AV Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. We did Dia de los Muertos, and a beautiful arrangement
That's
was
right.
made with the traditional marigolds. And so,
Marigolds.
yeah. And then for the veteran event, we had a beautiful arrangement that was done in boots with the red, white, and blue. So, yeah. We always know it's going to be something that's beautiful and kind of we can go in with our vision and you guys take it and make it even better.
Yeah. Well, you're the kind of people I like to meet at the Chamber of Commerce because you're idea people, you're thinking, you're celebrating, you're
Yeah.
pointing out, you're making things special. It's not going on today's Christmas.
Yeah, no.
No, it's not like
Yeah,
that.
life's too short. You gotta celebrate the small things. Like you said, kindness goes a long way. I hope to be, people have always been warm and friendly to me at the chamber, and I hope to be that to other people as well when I meet them. Keep them
Yeah.
coming back.
People are fragile, and they come together
Yeah.
for a reason.
Yeah. Well, a smile, a kind word, a feeling welcome, those things go a long way. And they probably make more of a lasting impression than we know.
Yeah, we have no idea.
Yeah.
But it's our job just to put it out there.
Yep, absolutely.
So what am I forgetting to ask you?
I don't know. I think we covered everything. We covered everything. It's been a great time with you today.
It has been a great time. So, very important, if you want to be on the Chamber Radio Show, call the Chamber of Commerce, 948-4518. Talk to Anna, talk to Sharon. They're my producers. They'll get you on the show. We shoot a video at the same time. That is called bang for your buck. Well, Gia, thank you for being on the show, Westside Body and Paint.
There you go. Thank you so much again.